All right, we're back. So, what were you
Oh,
saying?
okay. So on this whole Kobe, um, Kobe's money not going to the community, it's going to his wife, so it's supposedly going wasted. I have an opinion on this issue,
All right.
and I'd like to, based on my own experience with me and you, how we are, and I assume that this is the case for most long-term couples who have as close a bond as we do. We discuss our plan. Um, we talk them out very thoroughly. So whatever, excuse me, whatever your goal is, I know it almost through and through because a lot of times I help you achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually through my organization skills because that's something you like. And the whole point of a spouse is to fill in the gap, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
Um, so if nobody else knows what your plans and goals are better than me. So if we're on our way to reach your goal and you're working hard and we're getting things done exactly how you always planned them out to be, and you're bringing in money enough to actually fund your goals, and you unexpectedly pass away, then the torch passes to me to continue the goals that you planned. That is your legacy that I am trying to continue to build, right?
Yep.
That's how that's the expectation, right? I assume you expect me to continue the goal if I survive past your. I don't want to say expiration date. That sounds horrible, but if you pass away before I do, right?
Yep.
So if you pass away before I do, even though I am white and I am Polish, if your ultimate plan is to build something in Haiti, and because I already have thrown in my thrown in my life in to help you build your plans. Like there was things I had sacrificed in my own plans so I can help you achieve yours. That's kind of the role of a woman. That's what women often do.
The support
Uh,
system.
exactly, which is also why we leave the jobs to take care of our kids. That's how it works. That's the sacrifice that a woman makes. So I sacrificed some of my plans to help reach your plans. That doesn't mean that if you pass away, I'm automatically going to take your money and go reaching for my plans because we've already spent, what, at least 10 years, but by that, 20, 30, whatever, however long, many years together trying to go for your plan. So if you pass away and whatever money you leave behind, my goal will be to strive to reach your goal because that is the only thing I have left of you. So to remember you better, I will strive to achieve the legacy you wanted to leave behind. Now, if the community that is bitching about this, I'm not talking about everyone, but just people that bitch about the money disappearing. Okay, if instead of me continuing on with whatever you left behind and continuing on your plan, if that money goes to somebody else, how do they know what you wanted?
Mm.
They don't. It sounds like all they want is a free handout to do what they want with it. What if that's not what Kobe wanted? What if Kobe's wife knows what Kobe wanted and will actually continue to do it? Because that will be how she remembers her freaking husband that she obviously loved and her daughter. That is the monument that she will build in their memory. And what will the people that are bitching about where his money's going, what would they do with it? Would they build a monument in his honor by achieving the goals that he had set out in his life? No, they would not. They would buy some goddamn Nike. I'm sorry, but when I heard it, it just really pissed me off because I can't imagine if you passed away and my child passed away, and then I would have to listen to that. I'm not a nice person. I would be really angry.
Listen, is like the people that are actually bitching about this shit and stuff like that, right? It's like, all right, now let's take Kobe out of the equation. Who are you help building with now? Who do you have that's actually gonna leave something for let's say for your family or whatnot, for the
Verdict.
kids, for all this shit. So it's like, yo, that shit makes no fucking sense at all. And now from from an intellectual perspective, right? There are, especially, okay, people with good head on their shoulders, people who are that are visionaries. It doesn't matter, the the race of the wife or the race of the couple, whatnot, shit like that. It doesn't matter because they already, like you said, they talked about what they need to accomplish and shit like that. But is it like, is there a way of fantasizing about, let's say, had Kobe had a black wife, then it's almost as if, like, there, if the wife is the one that got the money, it's kind of like as if they were the one that enjoyed the money. It's similar to this whole euphoria of when this the black chick that married Prince Harry and shit like that, right?
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, Meghan Markle. And that's that whole fantasy of like, yes, girl, we made it type of scenario, as if like it's like them living through other people.
Or like I'm gonna say something really horrible and say like when Beyonce said, "Yeah, everybody, we made it," while
Mm.
simultaneously having servants who are of the same skin color as them.
Well, that part I kind of understand because it's like,
I
you have your own
understand
people.
it, but
I mean,
but
yeah, listen, I mean, I do get that sort of euphoria, right? That the illusion of being part of someone else's success, even though you don't enjoy none of that success. It's kind of like rooting for the team. When your football team win or something like that, you feel like you won. You
hmm
know, it's the same thing. So all these athletes, they are being idolized. So then people kind of fantasize about like those scenario and the fact that Kobe.
a lot of times those same people have fantasies of those people dying and
Yes,
taking over their life.
yes, exactly. It happens all the time. Hence the whole hatred. It's like when you see a lot of
Oh,
time the
they
fight.
fly, but love it even better when they fall. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you see a lot of time when the fight, when it comes to interracial couple and shit like that, right? Or let's say an athlete, let's say
Ew.
that when an athlete said that, well, you know what, I like white girls, and that's
Or
like a huge fucking deal.
Wakanda.
Yeah, because like, how dare you claim your affection for another race? It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck does it have to do with his preference? You know?
Hmm. Well, just it's like the way I see it is like, isn't it very similar to how you have a preference that your man has to be over 6 feet tall? Is that any different?
No.
Not
But
really. I mean, it affects you the same exact way.
yes, but those argument has to do with somebody that's actually try to get through from a logical perspective. These arguments are not logical at all to these folks.
I know.
you
Yes, but
know?
here's the thing: they're emotional, and I still don't understand them
Yeah.
because they're not emotional; they're mental.
Mm.
They're not logical using the reasoning part of the brain. They're not emotional where you're emotionally attached to them. They're mental, as in I think it's your psychosis talking. You know, your past experiences that have affected your perspective on life.
Yeah.
That's not emotional. That's mental. That's your past experiences creating either a coping mechanism or a point of view that you will see the rest of it. Whenever you see a similar pattern, you start. I don't know how to. You
But
create this. Yeah, go ahead.
here's the thing I don't understand, right? Okay. You have a lot of individual that actually wants to promote let's say the beauty of, let's say, same sex, same race kind of love, right? Same, let's say same race marriage, whatever the case may be. So then,
Yeah, as long as it's not white.
yeah. But you know the funny thing about it though is like, okay, on white Twitter, you have the same type of bigoted type of
Oh,
attitude as
hell
well.
yeah, it's not worse.
You know, I've seen some of those tweets. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers is just as bad as the ones I've
Oh,
been encountering in
oh,
the black manosphere, right?
mm-hmm.
So it goes both ways and shit like that, right? But the thing is, it's easier to call a white person out for being racist.
Well, yes, because a white person can't defend themselves.
Exactly, for being bigoted. But
Because as soon as they defend themselves, like, no, you're misinterpreting it. No, you're even more bigoted than you were before.
yes. So then it's like, is a black person saying some of these the same shit? All you gotta do is switch the lingo from white to black or whatever the case may be, and you will see how racist they sound.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so now the thing is like, okay, if you call, let's say being pro black or whatever case may be, right? What about like being able to show people the example of the beauty of black love, the Denzel Washington, the Ice Cube, and
Didn't
some of these example.
didn't Ice Cube? Which one's Ice Cube?
Ice Cube is
That's from Boys in the Hood, right?
yeah, Boys in the Hood, and then you have Friday. Remember
Yeah,
Friday? Yep.
yep. Okay, yep. Sorry, I confused him with Ice T. I think Ice T is the
Yeah, Ice
one.
T's the one with Coco.
Oh, oh, yeah.
Yep. Dude, they've
That's how.
been together for a long ass time too.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
they don't count because she white.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, and that's the thing though. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, why what isn't your main focus is to find someone that you actually compatible with, right?
Mm.
Someone that you are compatible with and you actually get along with that person, so then you can actually succeed in life. Because here's the thing with men, right? Here's the thing, like some of the patterns that I've actually see with us. It's like the fact that we kind of objectify a lot of things in our lives,
Mm-hmm.
then everything comes across as like a checklist.
Mm.
So so then that's why when you still chasing pussy, then a lot of things in your life it becomes harder for you to accomplish it, because that checkbox remain unchecked.
So you need
So,
to clarify.
well, what I mean by this, right? Like, for example, okay, like I'm married now, so then that's a checkbox, right? All I have to do is maintain that our relationship.
Mm.
Just we talk, we have some good time, all that shit, right? But now my focus is now directed towards the things that I'm trying to accomplish now. So no longer, like, let's see, if I'm having a conversation, dude, that's why it's so annoying sometimes when I was chilling with my boy yesterday. We could just be having a random conversation and I'm like, yo, she got a fat ass. I'm like, yeah, she got a fat ass. All right, but anyway, like we were saying, blah blah blah, right?
Window
Like,
shopping, right?
yeah, so easily distracted.
Mm.
You know? And it's like it's interesting because like the focus on a fat ass or some big ass titties is like it lasts probably like half a second.
Yeah, but you already forgot what you were talking about.
Yeah.
You personally, just in general,
No,
the
no,
guy.
but what I'm saying by this is like, I will see a chick, she looks attractive, be like, huh, she looks cute. And then but I already moved on to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but the guy that also got distracted by the fat ass, let's say your boy,
Mm-hmm.
that also lasted that many seconds, but he already lost the train of thought, like he didn't know he lost the conversation.
Yeah, because it's a difference between seeing it and now you have to imagine. It's like, okay, like,
You see it in clothes, and you have to imagine it, without them.
yeah, that's the one too.
Like
And then
how I approach her, what would she say?
yeah, exactly. So you
Like,
already have like a rundown of fantasy in your head, what step you would take in order for you to hit that to see her naked,
yeah,
right? And all that shit takes within the span of like half, like 30 seconds,
yeah.
right? But
But then he
versus like
turn back like, what were we talking about? Because I'm completely confused.
exactly because the distraction of like, okay, then what would I actually have to say to her if I come across this chick? You
Mhm.
know, versus you look at it, be like, okay, nice ass, move on, right? And that is I think that's the mindset, that is the distraction where like it kind of takes away the focus of some of the shit that you try to do.
Mm. No, because you lose your train of thought.
Mm.
You know, so
So
I don't, I don't know. It just I think once you reach a certain age, I think I agree with Minister Jap. Once you reach a certain age, it's just kind of like when you see a person, a man acting that way, it's like, dude, that's so childish.
mm,
Like you're not a man, you're a boy. You know.
I know.
It's like the same way, like when I hear someone constantly like struggling, like a female my age still struggling, with the whole single life. It's just like I understand if you're happy with your life and everything, that's fine, that's your choice.
Mm.
But if you're single, you still have the same mentality that you did 10 years ago. You still carry on as if I can do bad by myself. I don't need you or whatever. I'm not even interested. Or, go into your girlfriend's bitching about, oh, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And it's like, you know me, I'm a little bit more forward. I'll turn around and be like, well, why don't you ask him? And then you can stop speculating. But no, because you want to live in her fantasy, she'd rather just believe what she's created in her mind.
Mm.
But then she'll walk away on the dude, on a speculation that she created in her mind. It's like, but how do you know? Well, I know. But how do you know? Well, I know. Well, why don't you ask me? Then you'll definitely fucking know. No, I know. And then 2 weeks later, we back together. And then they wonder why I get me. It's like, you're too fucking old for this shit. Part of
Man.
aren't supposed to swear.
That's like your favorite fucking line. Every time you say that, I know exactly who you're talking about. Part of my French, women are not supposed to swear.
uh,
uh, women are not supposed to go on Instagram. Women are not supposed. Your women supposed to be seen and not heard.
oh, yes, I'm supposed to, wear the burqa now because I'm
Yeah,
married.
you married now, Siri. What are
I
you?
know.
What are you doing? Just you should
How
not have
dare
no social media
you're
whatsoever.
supposed to mute. As soon as you put that ring on my finger, my voice disappears.
Yeah. No, I'm wondering like how insecure a guy have to be to
Oh, that
which
needs to be a new podcast.
oh man. No, but we still got a little bit of time because that's gonna be a half hour. So
Yeah.
like how insecure a guy has to be to which now it's funny because like Stephen Roll's podcast, the last one he made about like side chicks and all this shit, that was on
Awesome.
point.
That was awesome.
That one was like freaking dope, man. And I was listening to it. I'm like, yo, this kid, he has a lot of wisdom,
So he's
right?
not a kid.
Well, listen,
He
I'm
he is
older.
more mature than most men his age.
Yeah, I am older than him, so then that's why when I said that, it kind
Yeah,
of come
yeah.
across
It's like when
that,
I he's
yeah.
like
It's
about a
kind of
25.
funny because like when I'm somewhere and then somebody call me sir, and I'm like, damn, I feel old.
I know. I hate when people call me ma'am. That's one of the
Yeah,
things. I prefer it in Polish because Polish pani is pani. There is no Mrs., Miss, Mrs. It's just
yep.
pani. Okay? It's easier to deal with, even though I still feel weird. I'm gonna hate it when I go to the States and somebody calls me ma'am.
Mm. That's the thing, man. It isn't like it's the age. We gotta embrace it.
I
You
never
know?
liked ma'am. Ever,
Yeah.
ever. I never even liked using it.
Forever, forever, ever,
Never,
forever,
ever.
forever, ever.
But yes, you were saying about how insecure must you be?
Yeah, it's like so once like you get that fear of like the constant fear of your woman stepping out on you and shit like that, right? So you would then um sabotage your relationship because you fear that your woman might step out on you and actually make you look stupid type of shit.
Fuck that. You would end up stalking her.
Mm.
You would end up you would lose your job because you're too busy stalking her at her job because she might be smiling at the wrong customer. Dude, I used to work with this chick, right?
Mm.
Pretty little, pretty little Hispanic girl,
Yep.
and her baby daddy was nuts. Like if she was late 3 minutes coming home from work, he'd be on her ass about it.
You know, I check this out. All right, my boy, he's still going on with this chick now. Well, I don't know if they like they made it official yet, official.
They're hanging out. Yeah, yeah, we
Well,
get it.
yeah. So and
What
then
it means is she's going out with him. He's single.
no, not yet because he seems to be he seems to really like her,
Oh,
right?
okay, okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's also acting a little bit territorial and shit like that, to which is like he would text her and then she haven't replied yet, and they already had an argument over this shit. And then so
Wait, oh,
yesterday,
her not replying?
yeah, over her not replying right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and then he was saying like that irritates the fuck out of him and shit like that, right? And then so I had to tell him, I'm like, listen, the power of the relationship reside on the one who cares the least.
Yep.
And then he just looked at me weird and shit like that. He was like, my nigga. You know? And I'm like, and then I'm like, so technically, all right, you guys just, kind of mess around just recently and shit like that, right? And then now you kind of acting desperate, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She don't want to text you. Fine, fuck it. You know, wait for her till she texts you, and then now you make her wait. But this whole
The guy said seems to lay claim to everybody he smashes, right?
yeah, exactly, and that's the shit. It's like so. Therefore, a lot of these guys they want to. It that kind of goes with the whole polygamy mindset, to
Yep.
which you want to have a lot of these females to only lay claim to you, but you cannot provide that security, whether it's emotional or financial security, which they would actually be able to stuck around with you, that would actually make them lay claim to you.
Yes.
You know, and it's like doesn't make sense. So how can you portray to be that badass type of shit, right? Oh yeah, these bitches on my dick, blah blah blah. But at the same time, you would turn around and be like, man, fuck these hoes. These bitches ain't loyal. This
This was so much like the guy that Stephen Rose talked about
yeah,
his.
exactly. Insecure as fuck,
Yep.
you know? So it's like,
Those men
here
that
it is.
tend to be validated by the women that they're with.
Yep. I'm gonna turn around and be like, man, I ain't validated by women that I fuck. But, but you're gonna be the same motherfucker that's like, it's as soon as you smash a chick, you gotta brag to all your boys. Like, damn, look at them titties. Yo,
Then
yo,
turn around like, oh no, my boy saw her titties. I can't be with her.
I know, right?
Oh
Oh
gosh.
man, like, yo, how fucking desperate must you be, yo? It's like,
I think it's necessarily desperation. It's what you said. It's insecurity.
mm,
It's insecurity. It's growing up in an environment where you believe that the only value a man has is his penis.
yeah. But the thing about it though is like, it kind of you kind of feel like, you know what it is? The insecurity stem from you feel like you have nothing else to offer her besides sex.
Yep.
So that if you can do it, then someone else can actually probably bend your girl over and give her the same orgasm, probably even better. So now, because your whole dynamic is based around sex, so you feel insecure as soon as you're not around her.
Well, because yeah.
You
Well,
know,
because no matter how well you smash, there's always somebody in the world better than you.
exactly. There's always somebody with a bigger dick. You know, it's just like with your girl. There's always gonna be somebody with a fatter ass. There's always gonna be somebody with a bigger, perkier titties or whatever the case may be. You know, so it's like, am I gonna like as soon as I see a chick with a perky titties or some big ass or shit like that, I'm gonna try to fuck her for what?
Yeah, I have to keep being worried. Like every time a bitch walk by that I think is cute, I'm gonna have to start, slashing throat just in case.
Exactly. Right?
Sorry,
So
hold on.
and that's the thing. So that's why like a lot of these so-called players, they are that insecure because if they're doing it, if they have no self-control, and if some of these bros that they're getting with have a man, so then they're thinking like, well, shit, is my girl also fucking around? Fuck, is my girl fucking around? Shit, this bitch ain't loyal. So you know,
That
you
is,
just
yeah, dude, that's nothing else to offer a woman besides
mm.
doesn't have anything of value to offer a woman. Because hold on, fucking dog can't decide what the hell he wants. Hold on.
All right. Well, what's the doggy doing?
You know, Forrest, he walks in from one room to the next, making sure everybody's okay, and then to go to sleep, he needs to get covered with the blanket. Kind out loud. Sorry.
But
Anyway,
and that's the thing as well too, though, because like when you have a lot of shit on your mind and stuff like that, and like everybody have their role they're playing in each other's life, right? Like I know how important you are to me, and you know how important I am to you,
yes.
and therefore we don't want to fuck up that dynamic. So it's like the worry or the fear and all that shit, it's not there because to me it's like I know my worth, and just like to you, you know your worth.
Yeah.
So it's like I am with you because I
As long
want
as the
to, not
trust
because I
is there,
have
you
to.
know, that's where trust comes in this one.
What happened?
That's where trust comes in, you know. I
Yeah,
know that what I offer you, no one else on this planet can offer you. Just like you know what you offer me, no one else on this planet can offer me.
exactly.
So it's like, bitch, you want to walk away? There's the fucking door,
Well, yeah,
right? That's really what it comes down to, isn't it?
pretty much. Because it's like I'm not gonna be holding your fucking hands and shit. You know?
Exactly. I'm not going to stop you from going out that door if that's what you really want to do. But I know that you won't go because where else you going to find an idiot like me?
Oh man, listen. You know what? Like I love you because you're my kind of goofy,
Yep.
and
Yep.
like well, what was the thing that you love saying again? It's like any other bitch that I have to get to know would have to get to know you in order to get to know me,
Yep.
type of shit. Which is so fucking true, man. It's like, yeah,
Because I get you and you get me.
I know. I love your ass. You know that.
Oh, I love you too, Danny.
All right. Anyways, before we get all sentimental and shit.
Mm,
So, anything else would you like to say to add before we close?
yes, I think so. I'm not sure how I want to formulate it.
Go for the jugular.
That money is not yours. It never was and it never will be. Just pray to whatever gods you believe in that the woman will continue the guy's legacy and build a monument in his name by achieving the goals that he set out for himself.
That was fucking random. Get your own, bitch. Get your own fucking Kobe.
Seriously.
Yo. Anyway, so this is Art Banaka.
Sorry, when I heard that stuff, man, it pissed me off. I mean, the woman has to bury her husband and her child.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that, man. That's tragic. Especially when you look at pictures of them, you can tell they're fucking happy as hell. Look at him. He's spending all this time with his children.
Man, listen. One thing I know for sure, the world is never short on bitter people, idiots, and just evil motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know?
I totally agree with you. That is evil.
Yeah. And that's a reality that, you know, we have to deal with and to actually protect ourselves from people like that. So when we actually hear the way they speak, because they can't help themselves, they usually tend to give themselves away. That's why narcissists, they can only hide for a short period of time, and then when they are discovered, so then what they try to do now is to actually now try to change people's
Yes,
um
control you. They try to control the
people's
narrative.
perspective of you. Exactly. You know. But
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. All right, baby. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of videos we recorded today.
Hell yeah. But hey, you give me a lot of material and shit like that, a lot of content. So all I gotta do is
Hmm.
like do some cut them up, do the
You,
thumbnails, and then
you need to cut them up.
actually no, not really. I don't have to cut them off. What I mean
Yeah,
that is like
we
select the
cut them
pictures, the
perfectly.
thumbnails, and all this shit.
You recorded them all in sections and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just gotta work on your title and your thumbnails.
exactly. Well, I'm always open for suggestions for some of these titles.
Uh,
Yeah, I got
I'm I'm gonna let you come up with that stuff. You're bad.
it. All right,
Mhm.
I'm
I
gonna
can
let you
tell you
there
when
we
there
go
is
now. What'd you say?
that I'll just tell you when there is a spelling and grammar error.
What you trying to say, huh? What you
Exactly what
trying
I.
to say, motherfucker? I'm offended now.
Good.
Really?
What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna come over here?
Oh yeah, you would love that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Dude, can you imagine if I had like the power to just like like similar to Rent Author, just open a way gate and just come through?
Teleport.
Hell yeah.
Just pop on through for a night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Whose night? Your night or my night? Because
Mm,
of the difference.
well, no. I would figure it out.
Mm. You'd mess
All
up
right.
my schedule just so you can stay up on yours.
Man, listen, we're gonna have like a whole fantasy talk if we took off to keep talking about this shit. All right,
All right.
if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Rand Althor is it's a character from the fantasy novel Wheel of Time.
Yeah, a fantasy series.
Yeah, fantasy series Wheel of Time, dude. If you guys ever have the chance, they're actually gonna make a whole new series about this shit.
Wait,
About
what? They're
yeah,
gonna.
they're gonna make a television series about it.
Someone finally did she finally get the right?
I think so. They're actually casting right now. So
Oh,
it's like yeah, it's a process that's been ongoing. Yeah,
is Netflix gonna buy it? Who's gonna
yeah.
buy it? I hope
Um,
because I
no,
don't want to sign
it's actually
up for
gonna
nothing.
be it's gonna be a really good one though.
Okay.
So I think Amazon is Amazon
Well,
Prime is coming with it.
I'm gonna have to sign up for Amazon then because,
Yeah, I
and
know.
I hope that they do it differently. This is how I think they should do it. Okay, this is completely off topic.
Mm.
Ending conversation. Most people don't even listen this late. So anyway, I think what they should do, like this is where I think Netflix keeps fucking up, and it was very evident in Game of Thrones. They should record a couple of seasons first and then air the first one. So as they're airing the first one, they're recording the third one. You know what I mean? So they're always in advance because waiting a whole year for a fucking season is annoying.
Well, you know what it is. This is the thing that sucks, right? Because our attention span is like when because they have to compete with so many other good shows. So then I see where you're coming with it. So it's like they have to drop a whole season, and then when they do that, it's like dropping an album, right?
Yeah.
It's like dropping an album and shit like that, and
Yeah,
people just
I
end that
understand.
shit.
I understand why it takes so long because back in the day they would make like 5 seasons,
Hmm.
and then a lot of times most shows would end in season 5, so they don't usually have anything else written for later time.
Yep.
And then once you get to season 5, then you're like, oh shit, okay, so now we gotta wait, which is what happened with Game of Thrones, right?
Yep.
But what happened with The Witcher now, they had an idea for season 1, they recorded season 1, they played season 1, and now we have to wait a year for season 2. And that's irritating. They could have just recorded season 1, build up all the hype, dropped a few trailers, did a whole bunch of fucking interviews with the cast and all that stuff, dropped a few SJW viral angry rant things. And then, record season 2 and then drop season 1 for us to watch.
But the problem is like they still have to measure it's like, it's about like, do the network get their money back on season 1? Because if you already recorded season okay. I see what I see where you're going.
You always drop a season. You always show a season 1 season later than what you recorded.
Yeah, but the thing about it is like, doesn't that put a level of pressure on the production to which, like, say something went wrong on the thing that they're recording? Now they actually now have that pressure to deliver. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm not a filmmaker, but I know I know the premise.
I do understand where you're coming from, because back in the day, it would be like, it would take 6 months for a whole season to air.
Yeah.
Or 3 months, whatever. But now it's like they just dropped the entire season and people have to wait. But I also understand what they're doing, because it's quite an interesting marketing scheme, because they'll drop season 1, you watch it, and then they tell you have to wait a whole year. So you wait a whole year, you forget what the fuck went down in season 1. So when season 2 drops, you have to watch season 1 again. So then when it's time, by the time it's season 7, you have to binge watch 6 fucking seasons to understand what's going to happen in season 7, because that was 3 years ago. You completely forgot.
Hey, you just cursed. Pardon your French. Remember, ladies are not supposed to cuss.
Don't swear.
Ladies are not supposed to cuss.
Oh, let me make a disclaimer. The reason my face is in this video is because I'm with my husband. If I was by myself, there would be no face. Because a married woman is not allowed to show her face.
Oh, that's right. You just sin. That's a sin. You know that, right?
In the world.
Anyways. All right. So we're not gonna stay for long and stuff like that, because that's a whole different subject we'll probably end up talking about.
You watched Witcher?
Hell yeah. I finished that shit.
What did you think of it?
It's really good.
Right? It's like there was something
really good
in it, but it wasn't like in your face, obvious.
And see, I like it like that better, right? If you're gonna try to, you know what it is? It's like people from back in the days were much better when it comes to propaganda.
Yes, they were. They were able to hide it. Symbolism was hidden. You had to actually search for it. People had to pause the video and be like, look, a fucking Illuminati eye.
It's funny, right? Because like, all these videos that used to be on YouTube about that shit, I can't find them anymore.
Well, of course not.
Because for like a period of time, there was like, dude, people used to start making up symbols and shit. Be like, hey, there's a cross. See, it means this, it means that. It's like, oh, come on now, you overrated.
The dude in the middle of having a conversation, swinging his hands, because we all talk with our, not all, but a lot of people talk with their hands.
Yep.
He did the okay symbol.
He's a Mason.
The devil horns.
Man, listen, I think all that shit is like, I think that's like everything in life, right? Too much is too bad. It's not good for you.
Yeah, I think that is what spawned this recent influx of SJW stuff in movies and shows. I think that was the precursor to it. I think that spawned cancel culture. So as much fun and entertaining as those rabbit holes were, they created a mess.
Oh, it drives people nuts.
Just looking at how culture is right now, I want to turn around and be like, no wonder they kept that shit hidden. Not everybody's supposed to know that.
Yeah. See, that's the thing with knowledge, right? The thing with knowledge is like, people come through, they embrace that knowledge, and then now they just dilute it to the point where it becomes meaningless, and the true meaning now gets reshaped once again and also get rehidden.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Hidden in plain sight. It's even more hidden now than ever before, because now instead of looking for the hidden messages, we're inundated with feminism. Oh, drop the patriarchy. My pussy gives me the right to beat everybody's ass.
Man.
I can't stand movies or shows like that. If I start seeing shows like that, there's a little too to fake. Like, women don't talk like that in real life. I can't even imagine a scenario where even in a movie they can talk like that, and somehow they squeeze it in there every freaking 10 minutes. I can't do it. I just turn it off.
Yo, it kind of feels like, dude, it feels like they just try to rape our imagination.
Yeah. I just think they just hire poor writers straight out of college who don't know what the fuck they're doing because they're cheap.
They're cheaper, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't expect Disney to be producing the same quality movies as they did 20 years ago because they don't have the same budget as they did 20 years ago. 20 years ago, people would buy Disney movies every fucking month. Literally buy the movies. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna stream it.
Yeah. And not just that too, though. It's like they have so many stockholders they have to satisfy. So they try to cut costs no matter where they see. That's why I don't buy. See, that's why I don't buy entertainment stocks. I don't buy none of this shit. The Facebook, the Twitters, none of this shit. Like I buy like energy stocks.
Well, the things that make sense.
Yeah, things that actually make sense. That I know that it is.
Would buy Nike shoes stock.
Yeah,
shoes.
That's the thing, man. It's like, but that's a whole different conversation, which we're actually going on. So,
do you want to have this conversation? We can. I mean, I'm already up. It's 4:00 in the morning. I just drank my coffee. I'm good.
Oh, you're killing me because I gotta go to sleep.
You just made me drink a coffee.
Well, I'm definitely gonna hit you up and shit like that. Well, fuck it.
We're gonna call me back.
Yeah.
So we are gonna have this conversation about investment.
Yeah, we're gonna have this conversation about
investment. All right. Yeah, we haven't talked in a long time.
I know, right?
We need to catch up.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait. So you mean like we still gonna do another podcast or just call you on the phone?
No, let's do a podcast. Let's talk about it.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a long one. They don't all have to be 45 minutes.
That one was supposed to be half hour. It is like we stem from let's end it now. Like that before you know it's like an hour passed by. But shit. Too long. All right.
It seems like 42 to 45 minutes is our sweet spot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how long you last, baby.
That's how. Oh shit! I thought that lasts like 5 minutes. That's a record. Shit.
You gotta give yourself more credit than that. 42 minutes and 44 seconds, 45. 46.
All right, we're just gonna let the world know it's 45 minutes. Yes.
All right.
Well, you and I know what's going on.
Oh, I love you, baby.
All right. Mwah.
Mwah. Bye, Daddy.
All right, bye, sexy. Talk to you in a bit.
Hmm?
Mwah.